Well, I gave a bit of the story, just how I came to that point, and that must seem very daunting to think that you might have to be dependent on God or whatever. But um, I think there's something to exposing yourself to that kind of humility. Just really, I can't see the future, and um, yeah, I think you should just, at the moment it seems right, do it, and make sure you don't have too many detracting voices there that are stopping you. And so if there's this pragmatic side to you that, well, see, you don't ever know that it's not your dad in your head telling you, you should never do that. You got to have 1 year of salary saved up before you ever take a risk like that. Well, you got to get that voice out of your head. I'm sorry. It might be good advice, and it's good advice, but yeah, follow your heart. And if your heart's saying, I'm meant to be an artist, make sure you just get everybody you love on board. And if they don't come on board at some point, you've got to, it's always a lonely decision to decide to do something risky. But that's the way every good decision, every risky decision is. And anyone who's ever succeeded in doing that, it's because they set this, if they did it and preserved their relationships, it's because they set the stage, in a right way, and then took the leap. And so, a friend of mine named Rich Davis took me through that exercise at one point, and he got me to realize what I wanted to do. And he said, okay, well, then how are you going to do that thing you want to do? So some of us don't even know what we want to do. You're juggling too many ideas. So go through the exercise of put yourself on the spot and narrow down to one thing that you want to do. And for me, it was plein air painting was the thing that I needed to focus on. And once you have that in your head, it's very freeing. It's like, oh, okay, that's what I need to focus on. And you start to align your future in such a way that, that it's going to point towards that thing. And, give it the time it needs to bring people on board. But um, yeah, I think that's why the Bible discourages getting married at all. Certain
I
parts is
didn't
because,
know that.
well, now you're divided. You have a divided intention, that has to be shared with someone else. And so, if you're married, most people are, they have to, or at least partnered up with somebody, they have to, you know, figure out how to negotiate it. So, but you really always should follow the thing you're supposed to do or want to do really bad, so. And
Yeah.
it may be really impractical. And so you've got to figure out how to align that also with your desire for lifestyle. And so if your lifestyle requires a lot of money, I'm sorry, you're gonna have a hard time making that jump. It's never a good idea. Don't do it. Don't jump, you know. You have to
Yes.
embrace the ups and the downs. That's gonna come with it. I'm sorry, but